Now that the temperatures are finally beginning to warm up, gardening season is upon us. CBS 2's Nate Larson caught wind of one garden in Nampa that's growing more than just produce.
It's a neighborhood that's been known as one of the most violent parts of Nampa. Located on the corner of 5th and Elmwood, one group is working to change that, one good deed at a time.
If we can take a lot that had seen violence and drugs and turn it into something beautiful that's going to help people, provide produce, provide health, provide healing, why wouldn't we want to do it?
Gina works as a drug and alcohol counselor and strives to help people overcome addiction. She started a community garden with her nonprofit, Restored, Redeemed, Renewed, or R3. She says the idea came after she saw the issues in her community firsthand.
When I first moved to this neighborhood, I would see little kids that would come out and play, and they would just be so hungry. Like we had one occasion, we had some little kids come into the garden and they picked cucumbers and they ate them like they were apples. And when I asked them if they were hungry, they said, "Oh yes, we're starving." And we fed them that day. And I got to thinking, man, if there's these little kids, how many more?
Gina says for recovery to happen, you need a safe place to stay and food in your belly. The R3 Community Recovery Garden helps provide the food, but she also believes it provides what she calls dirt therapy.
There's just something therapeutic about getting out and getting your hands in the dirt.
The garden thrives off of community support through donations of time and materials.
We started on $10 and a great idea, and we built from there.
Considering the relatively small size of the lot, the garden is able to grow a tremendous amount of produce for the neighborhood.
Over 2,000 pounds every year. When I tell people the size of the garden, they're just like, how? It's too small. And it's because we grow up versus out, and that's the way we've always done things. We take a very limited space, like square foot gardening, and we grow up.
Inside the cage, and they will grow.
Gina hopes the garden will provide healthy food to those who can't afford it, or maybe even extend what they already have.
If just a few people get together, they can provide a miracle for somebody. And I think that's always worth doing.
Now, some of those who live in the neighborhood and work in the gardens do it for dirt therapy, as Nate said. Gina also says that anyone is welcome to garden, whether you're volunteering or looking for something to eat. We have a link to their Facebook page under this story on our website, idahonews.com.